Hello and welcome to The Download. As always, I'm joined by my friends Alex.
Hello.
And Sean.
Hi there.
They're also my co-hosts. They're not just my friends. But I forgot to say that. Anyways, we're missing Jesse once again, and it's just us three this week. So
yeah, this week's special guest is The Void.
The Void.
So please welcome with open arms. This is also what I like to call the nap episode, because I forgot we were going to do this, and I was like 6 seconds away from drifting off to sleep.
Ooh.
And I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
I checked Discord, and I saw Sean was actually on. I was like...
yeah,
that big sleepy energy.
Mm-hmm.
I pretty much forgot to, but because we usually do this on Saturdays, and we're doing this on a Monday. And
that's
so
the download guarantee, is that we will forget.
Yeah. Well, we've made 22 cents so far.
22 cents.
I'm impressed.
Holy shit.
What is that? 22 listens?
I'm shocked.
Does it have to be all the way through, or do they just have to listen to the first 35 seconds?
I think they just have to listen to... I think
I'll
it's
take
that.
It, man, whatever.
I think it's just the first 30-some seconds. Yeah, it says 19, but then it says, like, some pending, so...
Hilarious. They're fucking pending 3 cents. Well, that's more than anything Dissolver ever made from streaming, so... Which was my band.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think we ever made it as a single cent from any streaming service.
Oh, like from Spotify or whatever?
Yeah. Which doesn't surprise me. I mean, I would be surprised if we had more than 200 plays than anything, but...
Did you guys ever like, sell merch?
Oh, we sold merch. And then we made the money back for the merch and then didn't sell any more merch.
So it, like, evened out.
So it's just a void, yeah.
Yeah. I feel that.
That's still fun, because your stuff's still out there.
Yeah, you know, I had a good time.
Yeah.
The best part about playing in a band is getting free drinks.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Dude, I was talking with Seth about this the other day. Well, Willie, you were there, and it kind of blew my mind that they don't give you unlimited free drinks when you guys play these shows. It's like, here's your token for 4 drinks. You fucking kidding me? It's like $8 at a college bar.
Yeah.
You can't help me out a little bit more than that, dude?
It fluctuates, too, depending on the place and the day, I think.
Yeah,
Wow.
I've had, like, 4 tickets for the entire band to, like... There's a place called... that, at least at one point, would give you a $50 tab, which was nice.
That's more like it.
And then that switched to them giving you a case of PBR, which was still cool. It was still cool, but you could tell they're like, all right, fuck this. We went to the gas station and picked you up your reward.
Yeah, I don't remember
paid
ever getting
$30
paid.
as a band.
Yeah. Then you get your money.
Yeah, I don't remember ever getting paid, like, too much. But also the turnout wasn't... Anytime we played was... The few times we did play was, like, a battle of the bands, so there was people there, but we didn't get paid for it. But anytime we played, like, headlining or whatever, we didn't get paid very much.
Right.
But, yeah, the Union was always the place to go, because it's like, set up to pay musicians.
It's
mainly a music place.
I've met a few amateur musicians who do seem like they're in it, like, to get money. And it's like, what, guys, no.
Yeah, no,
Incorrect.
that's the other thing. You should not be in it to get money. But that's just it's a major bonus
It's cool.
to it.
It's very cool.
It's fun. It's fun to, like, when the door guy, like, came up to me after we played and handed me $200.
Yeah, it's like, oh.
I was like, holy shit.
It's like, I get paid for this?
For, like, a half hour, 45 minutes of my time. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, the other benefit is whenever you go to a venue that has a green room, and then you're like, I'm in a fucking green room, dude.
I think I've only been to one.
I've been to 2, I think. And each time I'm like, yeah, I'm in the green room. Don't fucking
2?
Talk to me.
Then you get to invite someone back.
Yeah, that's the best part. It's like, dude, want to come back there? The one I was in was literally a garage painted green, and it's like, yeah, dude, here's the room. Come on in.
That
it's
sounds
cold.
similar.
It was the one, Willie. I think you've been there.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah, you guys were at that show.
Yeah, the other one was
when we played.
some other venue in Columbus, but it was literally just like a guy's apartment was the green room that was upstairs.
Oh.
It was like, all right, cool.
Man, I think it's hilarious. The last show I played, like, because the pandemic was, like, starting right as we were on tour, was at some guy's house in Dayton, and the only person to show up that wasn't in a band was the guy that lived in the house. It was very, very awkward.
That's awesome.
And we knew the other two bands. Like, they were both from Athens.
Well,
So it was like we were just playing to this one guy, not making any connections.
Oh, shit. Well, that's dreadful.
But then we went out downtown because it was before we knew the pandemic was serious. Like, nothing had been locked down yet. But it was starting to come over here. But we were like, oh, this will be over in like a month.
Classic, yeah.
So we went out to the bars and stuff, and it was a good time. It was fun.
I mean, I went out and saw you guys right before the pandemic. For those who don't know.
That was that same week. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. For those that don't know, Willie was in a band called The Id.
Jesse is still.
Jesse is still in it. It's called The Infinite Improbability Drive. And I was in a band called Dissolver. Neither of those bands are active. Actually, I guess Id still
I didn't
is.
know Dissolver wasn't still active.
We haven't done anything. We don't have a drummer anymore.
Man, if I could drum and I lived where you live, I would be all for that because I really dug that EP or album, whatever you want to call it.
Well, thanks, babe.
I don't know. It's like the amount of songs like in between an EP and album, so I don't know what to call it.
If I lived near you and Seth, I would be desperately trying to drum for your guys' little thing that you're starting.
Oh,
it'd be
yeah.
Fun. Anyway,
Yeah,
it's fun
just a
segue. Willie, what was your worst show you ever played?
By far.
Oh, yeah. What happened with that?
Everything went wrong. Apparently, I don't know the full story because I've heard bits and pieces, and this happened like almost 2 years ago now. Well, a year and a half ago. But yeah, a lot of stuff happened. There was a couple rappers from a couple white rappers. Let me specify that because that's gonna come into play in a bit. From Columbus came down. Malibu Stasi, another Columbus band, came down to play. They're like a punk band, and us, and I think there was another guy from Columbus. It was MC Freeman. He played that show.
Oh, that
with us
guy's
too.
awesome.
Yeah. And the other band that played with us, it was the guy from that. It was like his solo thing. But anyways, at the I'm talking about. But so there was this guy at the that was like, and this is like a biker bar, but he was drinking and a lot. And he just started like yelling nonsense, and then he called the guys that were rapping like the N-word, and it was just really awkward. And that's why I want to specify they were white. Like, it was still terrible that he said that, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least it wasn't like...
I guess it could have been worse.
It could have been worse. But I'm not saying that that's excusable.
Definitely not a place you go to feel like, I don't know.
I will say,
Woke.
I think that guy got banned.
That's
from the bar
good.
After
All right.
that. I think.
Doing what they can.
Because they got, like, it got ours... We posted something about what... I didn't, but it got... The story got out, basically, about what happened, because when we went up, there's another drunk guy, and he was, like, throwing fists, whatever you want to call it, like, trying to start a mosh thing, I think, but he was actually, like, on the verge of hurting people.
Yeah.
Well, how many people were at this bar show?
Oh, God, like 10.
Not enough to have a mosh pit, I'm sure.
No, not at all. But, well...
That's just a fist fight, dude.
Yeah, they're just beating someone up.
So and then they were, like, almost getting in a fight, and then we decided to cut our set. We did, like, 2 songs, and then we just started, like, doing noise just to piss everybody off. And it worked because they, like... I think my cord for my instrument cable into my bass got, like, wrapped around the drum set, which, keep in mind, this was not our drum set. This was Malibu Stasi's drum set. It got wrapped around somehow because the stage is very small. And I pulled down... Or I got knocked into by somebody, and I pulled down their cymbal, and it hit the ground. So then that guy that I was talking about, the swinging fist, went up and just, like... Basically, the whole drum set was on the ground. Like, and he was, like, trying to stomp in the cymbals and stuff.
What the fuck?
At least that's how I remember it. It was a big blur. So then they were getting pissed at... I thought they were going to fight us. But then, like, we quickly, like, resolved it. We're like, no, that was a complete accident. We didn't mean, like, to start this, you know. And so we all thought we were gonna die.
That sounds fun.
My bandmate Jesse smashed his guitar, which that wasn't helping to the chaos, and he's not here to defend himself.
Dude,
but
the
it was
show
pretty
sounds
fucking
punk
badass.
as hell, dude.
It was punk. It was a good show, but it was also the worst show, just in terms of fearing for my life.
I bet it was a fun thing to watch from the back of the bar.
Yeah, it's fun in hindsight. And then Seth said that like the people at the bar called us like, I don't remember the exact words, but some offensive things, some of the bartenders, just because I don't know. I think it was because we posted stuff eventually, but it wasn't. I don't think we were the ones that like initially, like we weren't like out to get the bar or anything.
Sure.
But they didn't have like their security guy there. I think Seth was saying their security guy might have died like a week before that or something.
That guy was scary.
Which that's one of the things I didn't know until like recently.
Well, yeah, then I see how they'd be pissed off if you went online and were like, they didn't even have security here.
yeah.
And on their Facebook page is rest in peace, beloved security.
Well, I didn't see any of that. But they also, what I remember hearing was that from them, or from the owners, was that their guy was on vacation.
Okay.
Their security guy. So I'm guessing that
vacation
meant
with
their
the
backup.
Lord.
Yeah, see, that's what I heard. I did not have. Let me clarify. I did not have any direct dealings with the bar staff or anybody. That was one of my other bandmates at the time. It wasn't Jesse. It was somebody else. So they were the ones that dealt with all that. I'm just speaking about my experience. That was my second show.
Wolf would contribute.
Really?
Oh yeah,
that was my second show.
Oh my god, dude, that would destroy my ability to get on stage.
But was that your second show ever?
Well, yeah, the second show ever that I count. Like I
Right.
don't count my middle school talent show and
Yeah.
shit like that. But yeah, no, my first show ever was actually with you guys, with Dissolver at the Union.
That was a great show. That's a good start.
I met a lot of people that night.
Huh.
That was a really good first show.
Yeah, dude, that's
stage is
unrealistically
the best.
good.
Can I ask? I'm curious.
Yeah.
You form a band, and you want to start playing bar shows. How do you get in that circuit where people are inviting you there?
It's incredibly easy to get a show at a small bar. You literally just like email or call someone basically from their Facebook page and say like, hey, I have a band. Do you have openings? And they'll be like, yeah, here's some dates.
Yeah.
I guess they're counting on like these guys will have friends that will come see them and spend money at the bar.
Yeah.
Right.
Something like that.
And even
fair enough.
On small bars, even if you bring no one, they're just kind of like, okay, sure. Fucking whatever. Go wild.
Yeah.
Whatever. We'll get some atmosphere.
Yeah.
When you get to like the Union's definitely the biggest stage in Athens. So when you get to that level, it's more like you can still contact him and probably get a show, but it's more he gets in contact with you after a certain point,
which is really cool.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Dissolver, we had a contact like that, but it was for a terrible, terrible venue that hopefully is out of business now.
One that will
not be named.
Whoa, you're not going to shout him out on the podcast?
I'm not going to shout him out. They're definitely never going to hear this ever.
What was so terrible about it?
I was going to say, if you say it, I can bleep it.
Let's bleep it because that's a fun little editing feature. It was which really I think you played once.
Oh, really? I did not play there. I'm pretty sure that was a very terrible show for them, though, but that was before I was in the band.
Yeah, it's just a bad venue. It's basically a store with a stage, and then at night they serve drinks. But
I don't know that they're in business.
Dude, we have the weirdest venue in Denton, Texas. Okay, there's a college
Denton,
up there,
Texas.
UNT. Denton, yes. It's a corner store. Like it's straight up. It's like
Like
picture
a
gas
7-Eleven?
station interior. Drinks and the kind of shit you'd sell in a gas station. And they have bands in there, and people set up like in front of the coolers and just play little shows in there, which is really unique and very interesting and kind of cool, right? But I have gone in there before, I swear to God, and there's a band in front of what I want to buy.
well, there's
playing music. I'm like, oh shit, dude, I wanted an Arizona tea, but like, I guess I have to fucking leave because I'm not going to interrupt this show.
That's awesome. There's a venue here in Columbus, which I guess Sean you've probably seen. I forget, Dirty Dungarees It's
Oh,
it's a
that's
I've
right
never been
next
there.
to.
It's a fucking laundromat, but they play shows.
It's right
in the
next to
back.
Space.
Oh, is that the laundromat / bar?
Yeah,
Genius.
yeah. They play
Fucking
shows.
genius business idea.
Very good business idea.
You ever
Cool
have to go to a
venue.
laundromat and like just sit around for a fucking hour while your shit gets done? They're like,
so
hey, come on,
smart.
have a beer.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's so smart.
yeah.
Everyone
The,
should have a bar.
Great place.
I remember when we played that Space Bar show. There was a show going on over there. I don't remember who it was, but I desperately wanted to go to it because it sounded awesome.
Anyway, that sums up our reminiscing portion of the podcast.
Oh yeah, what are you gonna segue into?
Another
I'm really
reminiscing.
excited to hear.
another reminiscent. Because Willie had a topic.
Oh yeah, another thing. So I was thinking about Christmas, because I was a few days ago as of recording.
Nice segue.
What was your... Well, let me ask this first. Did you get anything significant for Christmas this year? Since it's kind of a weird year and we're all old.
I got boots.
Nice.
They're great.
Some boots.
They kick ass.
I got a Switch.
Oh, you nice, dude.
Yeah. It's the first time I've gotten a console since, I think, my Xbox 360. Maybe I don't remember if I got an Xbox One for Christmas or if I bought it with money from Christmas, but...
Are you gonna get Breath of the Wild? Do you already have it?
Brianna has it.
Have you played it already?
I've played a little bit of it because I borrowed my brother's Switch, which is what made me want to get one. I borrowed it over the pandemic, but then he wanted it back, so I was like, oh, I'll just ask for one.
10 out of 10, dude. Fantastic game.
That's what what I played of it, I really enjoyed. I might stream that or something.
And,
I
like,
need to...
This is coming from someone who has played a lot of like AAA open world games in the past few years and just yawned through every one of them and maybe played a few hours. Like, we talked about this before. Red Dead, boring. Outer Worlds, boring. Breath of the Wild, 10 out of 10. Great fucking game.
Willie, do you have a Pro Controller?
Not yet.
That's the most important
want one.
purchase of a Switch owner's life.
Yeah.
Incorrect.
Yeah.
If you're gonna play Smash,
No?
sure, but you don't need it for Breath of the Wild,
Dude.
dude. Here's what you can do with the dual controllers on the Switch: lay in your bed, starfished, with your arms outstretched to either side, and your head on a pillow, looking at the TV, and play the video game. You telling me you don't want that, dude?
All right. Well, here's the thing.
I just play Animal Crossing.
I don't know if you guys. Have this problem. I can't play video games while comfortable.
Well, you're comfortable.
Well,
I need to be uncomfortable.
You have to be stressed.
Interesting.
I have to be like on the edge of my chair with like my legs tucked underneath the chair. When I was younger, I'd like lean over this bench on my knees whenever I played video games. I can't be like relaxed on a couch and playing a video game. I got to be like
When I was a kid, I ended up on the floor a lot.
Yeah.
I'll give you
same.
that. I wouldn't say that I was uncomfortable, but I just needed to get a little closer and lean in a little more, So cross-legged on the floor, super common.
I will say that
Yeah.
I have like a minus 18 prescription for my eyes, so it doesn't help that I can't see shit.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. You wear contacts?
Oh yeah, dude.
Gotcha.
Huh.
Terrible eyes. But
Wow.
when I was a kid, I'd be like an inch from the TV, and maybe that just learned into me now. But
Did you play on your knees?
huh?
Did you play like on your knees?
Yeah, I was just against the television, and my parents were like, "I don't know what's wrong with him." And then when I was 3, they're like, "Wait."
Dude, nobody figured out that I need glasses till I was like a senior in high school, because I'd sit in the back because that's the kind of student I was, right? And I think my teacher spotted me like completely just squinting the entire time at the board and all that. She's like, "You need glasses." No, I don't. What are you talking about? Lo and
It'd blow
behold.
your
Dude,
mind
that's a
when you got
late
glasses.
start. You have your license.
Yeah, I have my license without
Wow.
a glasses restriction up until that point. Because mine's not bad.
Sure.
I could drive, and it was perfectly reasonable. The only thing I couldn't do was read street signs. Little green street
kind of
sign.
important.
So yeah, when I was driving around in high school, if we were going somewhere I didn't know how to get there, I'd have to have a passenger and be like, "I need you to tell me when it's the street."
That's me now
I couldn't read it.
Yeah.
with corrected vision. But that's crazy, dude. I wish I remembered better the first time I got glasses, because it must have been like a fucking acid trip.
Like, dude, actually, it gets worse. So I was camping with a couple friends of mine. We were out in the middle of nowhere, basically on a ranch, and it's dark. And we're looking up at the stars because it's nice, and you can see a lot more when you're out in the country, right? And I tried to point out the Pleiades. Do you know what that is? It's just like a cluster of stars, right?
You fucking nerd.
That are all really close together.
Good thing we brought
Shut the
Sean,
hell
guys. He can show us the Pleiades.
It's not uncommon to know. Anyways, that's besides the point. He was like, I don't see what you're talking about. Like, I see up there's like a bit of the sky where it's lighter than everything else. That's kind of weird. Like, that one little area is brighter than everything else. I'm like, that's what I'm pointing at. That's like, you see all the little stars there? And he's like, no, dude, it's just a splotch. Like, it's lighter than everything else around it. That's weird. I wonder what that is. And I gave him my glasses, and he went, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I need glasses. He's 26 now.
Dude.
Had no idea. He thought he had perfect vision. He put my glasses on and was like, oh no.
That's crazy. I have, with my contacts on before, like, put on my friend's glasses as a joke and be like, well, wait a minute. This is still better.
Yeah.
So I wonder, like, if one of these days I'm going to go to my optometrist and be like, hey, man, give me both. Give me the both special. I want to have.
Wait. You put glasses over contacts?
I don't normally, but I have before. And if it's a weak enough prescription, I'm like, wait a second, this is better. So who knows?
How often do you go
To the optometrist?
to the eye doctor?
Once a year. You know.
Yeah,
Once a year checkup.
Once a
My
year. Once a year. What are we
optometrist,
talking about? I've been twice ever. Once a year.
dude.
Yeah, you're
my
supposed to go
eyes
once
are
a year.
fucking terrible. Gotta
need a
understand.
new
They got to
pair.
make sure
Mine
that
are-
I'm not getting tears, dude. They got to patch those
Mine
puppies
are
up
getting
if I get them.
worse.
Tears?
Yeah.
Tears? What do you mean tears?
Wait, yeah. What do you mean?
You can tear your retina, right? That's an injury, and if you have really bad nearsightedness like I do, it's more common. So they got to, like, you know, they just check, make sure nothing's happened. If I have had.
Are you telling me you can tear your eye sock or your eyeball and not know and have to have a doctor tell you?
You'll
'Cause
know.
That sounds horrifying.
You'll know, but if they catch it early, they just like zap it real quick and you're out of there, and it doesn't hurt at all.
Huh.
If it
What happens if they
detaches, it's
don't?
evidently a pretty painful procedure, and if it goes too
damn.
long, you lose sight. But
Oh,
it's
yeah,
rare.
dude. Go to the doctor every year. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
rare. I mean, it's gonna happen to you too. Once you're like 65, you're going to get that shit checked. But I have bad eyes.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm just in a stage where, like, I never want to go to the doctor for anything unless I'm actively dying.
I got my balls touched
Yeah.
2 months ago. That was pretty. That was fucking.
by the eye doctor.
Nah.
Did you get a pinky up the pooper while you were there, dude?
I wish. Dude, fun story. My brother, my brother is in the National Guard for a while, right? And when he first got to Kuwait, because, you know, the National Guard took him to Kuwait. But anyway,
Yeah, that's.
he got there and they're doing like physicals, you know, just checking up on everybody. And the doctor's like, all right, so bend over. I'm going to give you a prostate exam. And he's like, whoa, okay. I'm 25, but yeah, go wild. So he got a little prostate exam. He said it was a good time. And then he came out and like asked his buddies about it. They're like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh.
No way.
So I don't know what that was about.
Dude, they had to be gaslighting him. No fucking way.
That's a good point. Maybe.
No.
I hope so.
That's a hilarious joke, if that's true.
dude, yeah.
Oh god.
I would do that to my friends for sure. What are you talking about, dude?
You got what?
All he did was take my blood pressure and heart rate. What are you talking about, man?
Butthole,
Good
dude.
lord.
This is part of the podcast where I say I've never seen my butthole, but
Whoa.
I need to go there.
And
this is
discussion up. You know, I don't think Willie was there when we talked about this last time.
If you've ever seen your
well,
butt.
no,
William.
Willie.
Have you ever seen your butthole?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think.
Well, here's
so.
the thing. Here's the thing. My point was that no one has ever accidentally seen their butthole.
No, it wasn't an accident. I actively looked at my butthole, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. And you know what? It's happened more than once.
Are you just doing checkups?
Yeah, just see what's back there. You know, like
Yeah. I'm with Sean. on
what am I
this.
working with here?
I don't want to know. I don't need to
It's
know.
not good. It's not good.
Yeah, it's
Don't
Yeah, it's
don't
not.
don't expect good.
Ooh. What's this? Yeah, I don't expect good. I expect red. Because I'm redhead.
Yeah.
Quote. Hold on. I don't have
Oh wait,
hemorrhoids.
red hair.
No hemorrhoids.
You got a hairy ass.
I got a hairy ass. Who doesn't have a hairy ass above the age of fucking
That's,
20?
That's true.
You know?
Well, there's some people, but that person's not me.
I wish. Have you guys ever known someone that shaved their butt crack?
Yes.
Shave their butt crack.
And it is the most confusing thing I've ever heard in my life. Why anyone would attempt that is completely beyond me.
Yeah, that seems pretty, like, intense.
You're a porn
that
star?
seems very...
If you're a porn star, sure. Shave your ass.
Yeah,
I get it. If you work in a fucking office, what are you doing?
I can get it.
Why would you do this to yourself?
I guess if you have bad swamp ass, maybe.
It's not going to help. It's just going to be slipperier.
Oh, that's true.
No, it sounds miserable. I can get it as like, I don't know, a sexual thing.
Yeah.
I can't get it as a casual thing, but I've had friends.
I've
had friends give me shit.
I'm just gonna clean myself up. I'm gonna shave my asshole and ass crack.
Well, for one, I don't know. But
have you thought about the stubble? No one ever thinks about. You don't think about the stubble,
do they? No.
Oh. Or razor burn.
Worse, or ingrown hairs, or the fact that I'm never going to use that razor again.
That's true. It's a waste.
Or that was like $8, dude. You kidding me?
On my
I haven't used a razor in 6 years, and it's great.
What does that mean? Using scissors?
Wait, what kind of razor?
No, I have a fucking beard, dude. Just get a little electric shaver on the neck.
I've never.
I use an electric shaver.
I've never used a razor in my life.
Razors suck.
Oh, you only use electric?
I've only used an electric shaver my whole life.
Oh, well, you've never felt your own true baby face then.
I don't need to see that ever again.
It's just time consuming. Razors are just time consuming.
Yeah, I don't need that.
And it's like the electric shaver is fine. I just pop on whatever attachments I want or don't want and just,
Dude, stubble's been in for at least 20 years. Like, you don't need you don't need to shave your face.
Yeah. Mine grows so quick too. It's pointless.
I almost shaved this beard off for Christmas this year, and I couldn't bring myself to do it. I'm afraid of what's under there.
I don't know what that looked like, dude.
No, most people I know wouldn't. I would say.
I've only known Bearded Sean, and I've barely known Sean.
Yeah, dude.
That's our first Patreon.
Let's see, that's the thing. You have it for 6 years. In my formative years, right?
Yeah.
I don't even know what's under there anymore.
Yeah.
It's probably very different than the last time I saw it.
Yeah, dude. Oh, God. You could be, like, aged. You could have, like, wrinkles and shit.
I probably am, dude.
Yeah.
I'm definitely fatter. There's a double chin on there that I don't want to see without a beard on it.
Yeah, you don't need to see that. I mean, everyone looks bad and they look down, regardless, And when you have a beard, you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. It outlines your face better. For sure. That's why I've kept mine in for, oh God, probably like 4 years now.
I have a beard just because I have big lips. I don't. Without the beard, it's just kind of shocking.
Oh shit, dude! It's actually 8 years.
God,
oh my God,
damn,
time is flying.
Dude. You had a beard 8 years ago,
dude. Yeah, I grew when I was 18.
I'm jealous. Mine grew when I was 24.
I couldn't. Yeah, I didn't grow mine until my senior year, so.
I'm better than me,
you, Sean.
I had that peach stash until like sophomore year of college.
Yeah, so my beard would come in, but my mustache
really,
wouldn't
dude?
until college.
Oh, one of them.
Did you cultivate a peach stash?
No, hell no. But that's all I could do for a long time.
Yeah.
Shout outs to peach stashes, by the way.
Shout out to the people that like
that rock it. Yeah, I respect that.
Yeah. Just little patches. You clean faced.
Well,
hopefully you keep it clean faced.
William, I believe you had a question that was, what was the best?
Oh, yes, the best. What is the best Christmas present you've ever received?
I remember to tell you about this topic. I did not remember to think of an answer. PS2 was cool because I was a child. And when you're a kid, getting a game console is the most exciting thing in the world. When you're an adult, it's just like you immediately go to YouTube and watch people shit on it. But that was a good one.
Getting, when I was very young, a Power Wheels car. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Little thing you give like a toddler to, they can romp around the neighborhood at 2 miles an hour.
I had a Jeep like that.
That was a good time.
That was a good one.
For sure.
Yeah.
Ooh, This one comes up all the time. It's a topic of contention among me and my brothers. So I was the youngest child, and as such, apparently got a lot of things that they didn't, right? And one of them that they bring up to this day, we're all adults, is race car bed.
Oh, shit.
You got a race car
It's
bed?
a bed. It's like shaped like a NASCAR with the top is cut off with a mattress in it. And apparently they both wanted it for years, and then eventually I got it when I was a little kid.
I had a Lightning McQueen bed.
Oh,
It
you
still
fucking
comes
loser.
up all the time. Lightning McQueen.
Big Cars
Didn't
fan,
Cars
huh?
Maybe
come
it was
out
one-
like 3 years ago? What are you talking about?
Dude, Willie is
Yeah,
16. This is not, should not
No.
surprise you.
Cars came out in 2006, so I would have been 7 or 8.
God, you fucking zoomer, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Cars is already beyond my comprehension. I was like, nah, dude,
I
I'm
just
too
found-
good for that.
I don't want
I
that
found
baby
Cars-
shit, dude. Kidding me?
I found Cars the video game.
I'm in
for
8th grade.
Xbox
No, wait.
360, and
I'm
I
in
bought
6th
that
grade. I'm too old for baby Cars stuff.
shit. Yeah, speaking of 6th grade, that is my favorite gift was Xbox 360.
I thought you were about to say your favorite gift was Cars for the Xbox 360, and I was going to say, go fuck
no,
yourself.
no. Well, no, I just bought that at Goodwill like a month ago.
Yeah, how is it then?
It's got easy achievements. That's
Oh, you're one of them.
solely for the achievements. And then I had that as a kid on PS2.
You played the Avatar Last
So it's
Airbender
kind of a
video game,
nostalgia.
didn't you?
You
No, I fucking want
You
that
could make
one.
a YouTube series out of playing terrible Goodwill games, just by the way.
Oh, I did buy that Bionicle
A little
game
bit of
too.
inspiration.
Ugh.
Put it out there.
I bought Desperate Housewives.
There's probably not any Bionicle content out there, is all I'm saying.
That's true. I think I will do that. I think I will.
I have a terrible feeling that all the Bionicle content out there in 2020 is sexual in nature.
Yeah.
Oh, surely.
I
that
think
exists.
there's
But-
something going on there.
I think it's out of the way enough to where, like, I was thinking about this the other day because I was like, oh, I might stream Cars the video game, you know? But I was like, what if a bunch of little kids come in? And then I feel weird.
A bunch of little kids come in and you're about to make $1 million
Yes,
a month. Dude.
yes.
That's how you fucking
That is true.
That's
That is
how
true.
it's done.
But I just feel weird. I'd still feel weird. I don't want little kids watching
Starts
me.
weird, you know. And then you learn, then you learn
the
to love
cash
it.
comes rolling in.
Yeah. But I was like, Bionicle is old enough to where kids these days don't know what that is.
My claim to fame on the internet that I can't actually claim is that you guys remember that dude who, when H3 was kind of like coming up, he exposed that guy who dressed up like Spider-Man and like would smell Elsa's farts for children.
That's more than one guy.
Oh, God,
that was
is that
was
you?
like a cabal of
Like a
people
co-op.
on YouTube. But yeah, I know what
It's-
you're talking
Well,
about.
It
I
was
discovered
Alex.
that shit before it blew up, but I didn't. You know, I'm a big dumb idiot. It's just like it's weird. But I remember seeing the videos and be like, "What the fuck is this?" And it was before they had like like Russian mafia number of views. It was just like 700, and I was like, "What the fuck? Why is Elsa's farting into the camera?" So I fucking missed the boat on that.
Dude, my
Unfortunate.
biggest piece of content out there on the internet, I was taking the SATs in high school, and I had a non-mechanical pencil, just like the one you had to sharpen, right? And this thing would happen where half of it would get sharpened and half of it wouldn't. So, like, half of the lead is wood, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I set it down on a piece of paper under a light and took a very good picture of it, and I posted it on Facebook or some BS, and I was like, doesn't everyone hate when this bullshit happens? Years later, I see the photo that I took on BuzzFeed, and it's like 28 worst things in the world. And
What the fuck?
that picture that I took,
Wow.
this was like 2 or 3 years later, and I've seen it 5 or 6 times since then on various like things we all hate listicles on the internet.
And no
That's kind of
credit.
cool, dude. Can you send that?
That's really cool.
Can you think you could find that still?
Yeah, I'll see if I can find that.
That's
That's
fucking
really
funny.
Cool. So one other thing I meant to, not really a segue, but we got a voice message
Oh yeah.
on. Yeah. We got a
Yeah.
voice message.
So we have Willie has set up some sort of system where people can send us voice messages. This is our inaugural voice message. It's very
Yeah, give us some content.
Hi, my name is Connor, just a listener to the podcast, who was wondering what is your favorite author or favorite book that you read this year. I finished 2 books by Albert Camus, and his book The Plague was my favorite, which I happened to finish within a month of the COVID-19 pandemic. Keep up the great work.
I love how genuine that is. I thought he
Yeah, it
was, I thought
looks
he was
very
gonna
genuine.
give us some like goofy joking shit, but that
I don't know. I feel like he's on a second level here where he knew. He
yeah,
knew.
he's subverting that expectation by making it sound
You
genuine.
motherfucker. Now I'm more mad that he sent this as his question than anything else he could have possibly
How do you
said.
say his last name? Oh wait, I won't say his last name.
How do you say his address? it's
What's that? Soch.
well, thank you for the answer, little Connor. Connor's 11 years old. He's writing to us from the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yes, listeners, please submit your audio file, proof of insurance, last paycheck, and social security number. And you might be featured on the podcast.
Favorite author. So Connor, I think, is not reading the room correctly.
We do not read.
I read a book. I read a book.
Oh, fuck you. What was it?
And I really liked it. I've talked to you about it before.
Oh.
The one about the hacker.
Go ahead. Go ahead and fucking just talk away.
Are you gonna be upset? Hold on. You sound upset. Do you guys not have anything to talk about?
I read a book. I read a book, but you go first. Connor, our brave little fan Connor asked us a question, and I think you should answer it.
Brave.
Okay, so I read a book. It's called The Cuckoo's Egg, and it's by a man named Cliff Stoll, who I believe is like a mathematics professor / astrophysicist / computer programmer. I don't know, like major intellectual type. And this was about his time at the University of Berkeley, UC Berkeley rather, and he was working at a computer lab that was for the astrophysics department. And he was studying astrophysics, and like that was his passion and his field that he was into. But he took this computer tech job just as, to make some money and needed to do something. So the first day he shows up, he gets a BS task from his boss, and it's basically like figure out why this bill for computer time is 75 cents short. Basically meaningless. Like, who cares? It's 75 cents. Give it to the new guy. Maybe there's a bug in the software and he'll figure it out. But in tracking down the cause of the missing 75 cents, he finds out that someone had broken into their computer system and was trying to get around the billing thing by hiding their activity on the system. So that's the first thing. Like, why is this person trying to cover their tracks in our computer system? But he goes on farther and farther while like unraveling this thread to realize that this is someone coming from overseas and is using their network as a hopping off point to get into military bases like all over the US, breaking into computers and trying to, gather secrets and send them overseas. So this was the 80s, like the mid 80s, I think. This was the mid 80s, and computer security wasn't really like a thing yet. Networking entirely was new. So the fact that you might have to secure your computer against people from the other side of the world attacking into it was not something that people even really considered. Anyways, It's just like such a fascinating story to hear how this one guy at UC Berkeley tracked down a hacker on the other side of the world, found out who it was, and he ends up having to deal with a bunch of 3-letter government agencies. And that's kind of totally at odds with the whole like hippie Berkeley culture that he's used to. People are getting mad at him for interacting with the CIA and that sort of shit. It's a fascinating book.
That is very... I like stuff like that.
It's a true story, too. It actually happened.
I feel like I've heard that. Maybe it was on Drunk History or something.
Maybe, dude.
I don't know. I feel like I've heard of that story before.
Wow, Sean, that sounds like a great book. Hey.
That's not going to work. We had technical issues. Sorry, folks. Anyways, the Cuckoo's Egg by Cliff Stoll. It's worth a read.
I missed literally your entire description of the book, which fits just in line with my character arc, so that's okay. I think you have told me about it before, though. So
Did you have a book, Alex? I have one.
I read The Witcher.
There's a book for that?
That's how it started.
Books. Yeah.
Oh, I actually didn't know that.
I didn't know that till... Wait, there's a game? I thought it was just a show.
Oh, fuck off. Show's terrible.
I've never consumed any of it.
They're pretty good.
I have 2 and 3, and I don't have 3 yet, but I do want to try it out. It looks fun.
It's a good game.
I find it interesting that consume is the word you chose there.
Consume.
Do you mean consume like the TV show or The Witcher?
Consume media
in general.
In general.
Okay, so you never played any of the games.
It's up to the audience.
Sure.
I played 2 minutes of Assassin of Kings or whatever the second one's called, and then
not a great game to play 2 minutes of for sure.
Yeah, is it a good game?
Evidently, I haven't played it. Fucking, I look at that game and I fall asleep. The Witcher 3 is pretty fun. It's a very good story, if nothing else.
Yeah, maybe I just need to hop in on 3. Oh wait, so what was your book? Oh, The Witcher.
I read The Witcher. I'm on the 3rd book still. These are books that a child could read, and I'm still just on the 3rd book, like very slowly making my way through it after like 8 months.
It took me, I think, 3 months to read The Cuckoo's Egg.
Yeah, I'd recommend them if you like fantasy.
When were those written?
I think the 90s. I could be wrong. I know they started as like short Polish stories, and then he published like a trilogy, which is what I'm reading, and which is kind of considered like the starting point, from what I've heard. And then there's like extra books afterward. But it started as like some short stories this dude wrote. They're a little horny in spots.
That's not surprising.
Ooh.
Yeah, I guess it's not. I figured that was a CD Projekt Red decision, but nope. It's source material.
That is their brand now, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cyberpunk is super horny. I played like an hour of it, and there was so much.
Dude, fuck that. I finally gave in and looked up the sex scenes because like I need to know if these are like hardcore. No, they're fucking lame. Dude, I'm not convinced you ever see your cock if you aren't trying. Much like your butthole. I don't think it's possible. It's not in the scene. Why make me select a cock?
I can't believe they would model your cock if you can't see it in use, dude.
Why bother letting me select my cock if it's never going to come up?
No, I agree. That's like just a pretty stupid gimmick.
It's fucking
that
dumb.
Is true.
You can strip, I guess, and just walk around naked.
Yeah, you can walk around naked.
Does anyone care?
I mean, you can't see yourself.
Do they react to you if you're naked in any way? Like NPCs?
I haven't tried it.
I think there's a video on that I watched.
I'm sure those very engaging NPCs are like, "Whoa, get away from me!" and then like kind of T-pose away from you.
Well, hey, just saying, there's a lot of Zoomers that just T-pose like now.
Just in general, yeah.
Just in general. So maybe by that point, it's a
kids are T-posing out there, dude.
Dude, I'm T-posing out there.
That's pretty hardcore.
Dude, if kids are T-posing, I appreciate that. That's so much better than anything we had coming up.
That one,
like, remember,
kids T-pose I see kids T-pose all the time.
That's hilarious.
At Walmart, like
that's hilarious.
They just T-pose.
Oh no, it's finally happened. I'm out of touch, dude. That's funny. That's a lot funnier than dabbing.
Yeah,
it is.
Planking.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
So my book is a little different. It's more of a guide, but it's called "Recording Unhinged: Creative and Unconventional Music Recording Techniques." That's a mouthful. It's by Sylvia Massey, and she's a producer. She's done work with Tool, System of a Down, Johnny Cash, Prince, and the Red Hot Chili Peppers, among many others. But it's more of a compilation of... it's not really... It's more like she compiled all these like stories and techniques from other producers. And there's a lot of good stuff from all across the board here. Like, there's Hans Zimmer is interviewed on here. It's good if you're into, like, making music. I think this book's, like, $20. But it's pretty good. Like, I'm just flipping through trying to find something maybe a little relevant. I remember reading... I haven't read the whole thing, but there was one part that was about how the Ramones got their guitar sound, and basically they just set up microphones in like a concrete, like a parking garage stairwell, and so it just had all this like crazy reverb.
Huh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
When I think of Ramones, I don't think of crazy reverb, but I guess their guitars do sound fucking odd.
I don't think about that either. I guess it like when you stack enough though, it just
Yeah.
it's like a wall of sound because it's just one guitar.
That's
Well,
true. Yeah.
Doubled, I guess, but
Neat.
yeah, but there's also like the drum miking for Led Zeppelin stuff like that. That's pretty.
The Glenn Johns shit, by any chance?
John or what? Let me see. Oh, I lost the page.
There's a popular drum recording method where you only have to use 4 microphones, and it's popular because it means you don't have to buy fucking 1,000
It's
microphones.
Paul Wolf, Andy John's secret. Yeah. Andy John's secret Led Zeppelin drum miking.
Neat.
Yeah, it's 2 Newman M49s.
Oh.
Placed 20 feet apart, 6 feet in the air, and 20 feet from the drum set.
And then they placed John Bonham 15 feet in the air
Yeah.
with 2 large sticks.
There's also like the way I can see all those numbers. There's little like graphs.
There's little
drawn on
graphs?
how you're supposed to set
my
up
God.
your drums and stuff. It's like little cute cartoons.
Dude, no kidding.
Yeah. It's. I recommend this to anybody that is into, especially home producing, because there's a lot of good stuff in here. Like a lot of good techniques that I haven't been able to try out, but sound cool.
That's neat.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, Connor. There's our answers. Thanks for asking the download. Thanks for being on the inaugural episode of the download. Thank you.
Episode
Connor,
4.
You nailed it, dude. Man,
I was hoping some sort of catchphrase would come to me, and I got nothing.
I'm really glad I read a book so that I didn't sound like an idiot.
Yeah,
I
was
can't believe
like,
we all had something ready.
So yeah, I got this like early in the. It might have even been last year, but I read it. I started reading it this year while I was in class and stuff, and I was like, I don't have a fucking book, and Brianna asked because this is like a hardcover. She asked if there was something hard that she could like draw on.
Did she?
And I was like,
did she now?
Oh yeah, there's that book. I'm like, oh shit, that book. Yeah, I did read that part of that.
Maybe Connor gave us this because he was like, these idiots don't read.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Suck
Well,
it,
fuck
Connor.
you, Connor. You piece of shit. Hey, make sure you submit questions to the download and we'll go ahead and answer them in a kind manner.
We're looking forward to your next Connor. Oh, that could be a segment. Connor's questions.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Spelled with a C.
Spelled with a C.
What's your favorite Christmas recipe?
Yeah, well, fucking, Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Happy New Year. Both of
That's
those will be
probably
passed when this
probably
comes out.
closer to Happy New Year. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be like it'll be New Year's Day, I think, when this comes out.
Wow, look
Or
at
the day
us.
after. It might be the
Fucking
day after.
On the ball, dude. On the download ball.
We've got perfect attendance for this podcast so far. You know, for
Dude,
a
so much.
for a new podcast just starting out. You know, a show.
4 whole weeks.
Yeah, dude.
If
Fucking incredible.
If attendance counted, Jesse would be failing.
That's true.
Jesse's been to, what, 1? 2. He's
2.
on 2.
He's got a 50% right now.
God bless him. All right. Well, do you guys have any other topics?
Nah, I think,
don't think
probably
so.
time
Yeah.
to wrap up there.
Yeah,
I don't
think it's
have
time.
shit.
A little shorter of an episode, but yeah.
Our fans
No,
will
not too
appreciate
short.
it.
Yeah. Have fun and stay safe on New Year's. Well, this might be after. I'm not sure. I don't want to look. But be safe in general.
Happy
Bitches.
New Year!